Mumps virus. The mumps virus belong to the family Paramyxoviridae. They are enveloped and single-stranded RNA containing virus. The mumps virus causes mumps. The mumps is an acute infectious disease. Most commonly it occurs in children. Mumps is non-suppurative enlargement of the parotid gland. Parotid gland involvement is the most common. The mumps belongs to the family Paramyxoviridae. It is an enveloped single-stranded RNA containing virus which causes mumps. Mumps is an acute infectious disease which is non-suppurative enlargement of the parotid gland, most commonly seen in children. The antigenic structure of mumps virus. This is a picture of the antigenic structure of mumps virus. It has a lipid bilayer membrane. It has two types of glycoprotein spikes, HN glycoprotein spikes and F glycoprotein spikes. HN stands for hemagglutinin neuraminidase spike, and F glycoprotein spikes, the F stands for the fusion protein. So the HN glycoprotein spikes helps in adsorption of the virus to the host cell surface. So HN spike helps in adsorption of the virus to the host cell surface, and the F glycoprotein spike, that is the fusion protein, helps in the fusion of viral envelope with the cell membrane of the host cell, and this is also responsible for the cell-to-cell fusion. Next, it contains a helical nucleocapsid which is made up of single-stranded RNA. It also contains M protein, that is membrane protein, and polymerase. The yellow is polymerase enzyme. This is the antigenic structure of mumps virus. Properties of mumps virus. The mumps virus grows in the chick embryo. The preferred cell lines for isolation of mumps virus is the primary monkey kidney cell. This is the most preferred one. The cytopathic effect seen with mumps virus is the syncytium formation. Important. Syncytium formation is seen with mumps virus as a cytopathic effect, and also the presence of acidophilic cytoplasmic inclusions. And the mumps virus has two complement fixing antigens, S antigen and V antigen. S antigen is soluble antigen and V antigen is viral antigen. These two are the complement fixing antigens present in the mumps virus. The clinical features of mumps. The incubation period for mumps virus is around 12 to 24 days. The mumps virus enters most commonly through inhalation, and it undergoes replication in the upper respiratory tract and cervical lymph nodes, from where there is dissemination through the blood to various organs. The first sign of mumps is non-suppurative parotid gland swelling. Non-suppurative because there is no pus formation. So the first sign is non-suppurative parotid gland swelling. First there is unilateral swelling, which then progresses to become bilateral. The parotid swelling occurs with the onset of fever, local pain and tenderness. The parotid swelling usually resolves within a week. The parotid gland swelling usually resolves, but in some cases it can produce complications. The complications include epididymoarthritis, that is inflammation of epididymis, and also the inflammation of testis. This occurs in 1/3 of post-pubertal males, and this can lead to sterility or low sperm count, that is oligospermia. The next complication is aseptic meningitis, It occurs in 60% of the cases, out of which only 10% are symptomatic. The aseptic meningitis usually resolves, but sometimes this can lead to deafness. Next, some rarer complications include arthritis, inflammation of the joints, oophorytis, inflammation of the ovary, nephritis, inflammation of the nephron, pancreatitis, inflammation of the pancreas, thyroiditis, inflammation of the thyroid, and myocarditis, inflammation of the myocardium of the heart. So the complications are epididymoarthritis occurs in 1/3 of postpubertal males, aseptic meningitis in 60% of the cases, out of which only 10% are symptomatic, usually resolves but sometimes leading to deafness. Rarer complications are these. Next, coming to the epidemiology. The mumps most commonly occurs as epidemics in children of 5 to 15 years of age and also in young people living in groups like in army camps. The household spread is very common and there are no human carriers for mumps and also there are no animal reservoirs. Humans are the only natural host for mumps virus. One attack of mumps can provide long-lasting immunity. Immunity. In case of infection, antibody response is present against both the antigens, which are S antigen, that is soluble antigen, and V antigen, that is viral antigen. The soluble antigen is an internal antigen and the viral antigen is a surface antigen. So the antibodies to the S antigen appear early, within 3 to 7 days of the onset of infection, and they disappear after about 6 months. So the demonstration of antibodies against soluble antigen indicates current infection or recent infection. Next, the antibodies to the V antigen appear late, about after 1 month, but they persist for many years. So the demonstration of antibodies to the V antigen indicates past infection or chronic infection. This is about the immunity. Next, coming to the lab diagnosis of mumps virus. Lab diagnosis is generally not essential, but it is essential in atypical infections and where meningitis or other systemic infections are the sole manifestation of mumps virus. The first method of lab diagnosis includes specimen. Isolation of virus is performed from saliva within 4 to 5 days of infection, or the sample is urine which is collected up to 2 weeks of the infection, or the cerebrospinal fluids which is collected 8 to 9 days after onset of the illness. So in initial days, the most common sample collected is saliva, and for up to 2 weeks urine is collected, and 8 to 9 days after onset of illness, cerebrospinal fluid is collected as specimen. The second method is virus isolation. The virus is inoculated into monkey kidney cell cultures, human amnion, or HeLa cells. So inoculation is into monkey kidney cell cultures, human amnion, or HeLa cells. The detection of growth is by heme adsorption, and the identification is performed by heme adsorption inhibition test. Rapid test is immunofluorescence assay, IFA, which is a direct antigen detection test. The rapid test for viral isolation is immunofluorescence assay, which is direct antigen detection test. The third step is serology. In serology, the increase in titers of antibodies are measured. Mainly 2 types of tests are performed. Heme agglutination inhibition test, HI test, And the next is complement fixation test, CF test. But the disadvantage with both these tests is there can be possible cross reaction with the para-influenza viruses. So for that, a specific test is used, which is IgM ELISA, which is very specific for mumps virus. The fourth method is molecular methods using reverse transcriptase PCR. PCR is polymerase chain reaction. This is more rapid and sensitive method for the diagnosis of mumps virus. The last is prophylaxis. Prophylaxis is by vaccination. The vaccine used is live attenuated vaccine using a strain of mumps virus called Gerryl Lin strain, which is attenuated to form the live attenuated vaccine. Gerryl Lin strain. So the vaccination is recommended for use only after 1 year of age. This is because if the vaccine is given earlier, the maternal antibodies may interfere with the multiplication of the vaccine virus, so this may not be useful. So the vaccine is recommended for use only after 1 year of age. The contraindications for vaccination. The contraindications are pregnancy, immunodeficiency state, and if there is hypersensitivity to neomycin or egg protein. This is because the virus vaccination is taken and manufactured from the egg. So in case of allergy to egg, the vaccine is contraindicated. Vaccine can be given as 2, either in single subcutaneous injection alone, or the mumps vaccine is given in combination with measles and rubella vaccine as MMR vaccine. So the vaccine can either be given as single subcutaneous injection alone, or it is given in combination with measles and rubella vaccine as MMR vaccine. The vaccine provides effective protection for at least 10 years. So this is about prophylaxis of mumps. That is all about mumps virus. Thank you.